Bum, 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 bum. Hey folks, I'm back here again. I thought I'd show my latest acquisition since the PS3 Super Slim PS Move Epic Mickey bundle. Try saying that fast 3 times. Alright, well, I thought I'd get the Wii U, the Wii U finally, Watched E3 yesterday and I didn't see no PS3, I didn't see no Wii U, I missed it, I DVR'd the stuff, all I got to see was a bunch of Xbox stuff. I had to go online and watch a bunch of YouTube to catch up. But I felt sorry for the old Wii. A month ago, I felt sorry for it because, I heard it was in a slump, But I always wanted a Wii U anyway because, I like the touchpad and I like all the features that this thing offers. Well, I'll get into that here in a minute. No, I might as well go for it now. Alright, well, I like finally the Wii is, coming to HD. I mean, come on, man, give them the props, I mean, everybody's been clamoring, oh, why ain't we doing HD? Why ain't we doing it? Well, they finally are, man. They're doing HD now. Well, let's do it. I mean, it took them long enough, but heck, might as well get it done, But what's better than that is, I don't know if you recall, but back in the day, the GameCube had features where it would link up to the Game Boy Advance for, like, say, Splinter Cell, and it would let you see the map on Splinter Cell and on the Game Boy Advance. Well, that was a pretty cool option. So they took that and they brought it over here. And then if you ever remember the Dreamcast, it had the VMU, right? And you can see all the stuff on the little VMU. Well, I've always wanted something that had something like that, And finally, the Wii U was the first to the market to do that stuff, I mean, everybody, PSP, when it came out, everybody was wanting to use the PSP as a rearview mirror for Gran Turismo on PS3, Well, that didn't really come to fruition. But, who knows? Maybe it will with the Vita. I don't know. But we're talking about the Wii U here. So let's talk about the Wii U. So, why did I want a Wii U? Well, let's put it this way. The Wii U, for what it's worth, it might get ports of old stuff on last-gen consoles, but I like anything that adds to a video game. Let's say anything that adds to a particular game, And this touchscreen here adds to a game. Whether it be two-player without having to use two consoles, or whether it be not having to go into the menu, or just plain bonuses to where you touch using a touchscreen. And this is where the potential comes in. This is where I'm excited, because if you're like me and you're a fan of the franchises, Nintendo's franchises or whatnot, you probably already play some DS games or some 3DS games. Well, if you're a fan like me, you may have heard of a thing called the Game Boy player for the Nintendo GameCube, right? Okay, well, this thing allowed you to play Nintendo Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance on your GameCube, on the big screen TV, right? Well, this is a touchscreen. All they have to do is come out with some little add-on for this thing that will let you play your Nintendo DS games and 3DS games on the big screen. Wouldn't that be great? Well, that's the potential anyway. And if you know Nintendo like I do, they usually come out with add-ons to let you do that stuff. I mean, look back in time. I mean, you got Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo, and then you got the Game Boy player for the Nintendo GameCube. They skip the Nintendo Wii, but add the touchscreen to the Wii U, and boom. Now, I don't think they're gonna come out with anything like that anytime soon, but it would sure spike sales in this thing. Because can you imagine the library of DS and 3DS games in this thing? If they did that, well, they're not doing it right now because you can think about it. They're selling 3DSs right now. They're selling DSs right now. They're selling those games. If they're selling those consoles, if they put a add-on for this out right now, sure they sell a heck a lot more of these. But guess what? 3DS is probably be getting passed up because everybody be going getting Wii U's. But okay, plus they got that 3DS XL that just came out, and they want to sell as many of those as they can. But anyway, let's talk about some more of the benefits of this. So, I wanted to get the Wii U Zombie U Limited Edition bundle because it's the most bang for the buck. You get the 32 gig Deluxe black Wii U, and you get a Pro controller, and you get the full game disc, not DLC, but disc version of Zombie U, which I'm a real fan of. I thought it looked pretty cool. If you like, say Dead Island, or you like, going around beating up zombies or stuff. Or well, here you go. It's just like that. And it also comes with the downloadable game Nintendo Land. But that's not the only reason why I bought this thing. I always wanted a Wii U because it has lots of potential. Finally, it's got HDMI, you know. Well, you know what else it does? It upscales old Wii games. Yeah, it upscales Wii. I've heard that this thing here upscales Wii games to 720p HD. You already know that HDMI is the better video quality, the best video quality, right? Well, there's a plus. I'm thinking this thing has Dolby Digital. The games will maybe, hopefully. We'll have Dolby Digital surround sound, all that stuff. Finally, we'll do some of that instead of that Pro Logic. Pro Logic's okay, but up for Dolby Digital. And but yeah, upscaling 720p Wii games on a Wii U is going to be excellent. This is backwards compatible with the Wii, the original Wii. That means it's backwards compatible with the nunchuck from the Wii. Here's my Resident Evil one. I'm a Resident Evil fan, y'all. And then it's compatible with the old Wii Classic controller. I like that. And then it's compatible with the old nunchuck. Hey, what are you doing over here? But I thought I'd do a little comparison here. I like comparisons. If you don't know me, I like comparisons. But anyway, let's get back to the unboxing. Let's go ahead and open this. Join me on my first unboxing of this Nintendo thing. And by the way, this is my first ever purchase of a console at launch. Well, not at launch, but my first next-gen console I bought real quick, I guess you could say. I mean, I got the Dreamcast when it first came out back in 1999, but let's not compare this to the Dreamcast because Nintendo's pretty good. Well, the Dreamcast's pretty good too. I own about 8 of them now. I don't want them to die on me. Alright, so we open it up, we slide it out. We got Nintendo Land, I guess it's a voucher for DLC version of the game. Yeah. Zombie the game, yeah, boy, yeah. And then, of course, got the power brick, you know, hey, got the wires over here. And got this book. Yeah, everybody. So we got wires, and brick. Alright, what else? What's this? What? It's a surprise in the box. What is it? Let's move this away and see what we got. Oh, it's the stand for the handle. That's part of the Deluxe. This little thing right here is the Deluxe. Well, 32 gigs in Deluxe, but you know, here's their dongle, their Wi-Fi or wireless thing. Yep. Now watch me whenever I do this, I won't be able to put it all back. Oh, and here's the charger. That's another reason why it's the Deluxe bundle. It comes with a controller dock and a charger thing. Yeah. Sit it on there. It's got USB back there, mini USB. Pretty. Must have. I guess this holds something. Holds the controller up. Yeah, it holds the controller up and everything. Well, we assume. Or should you and I assume? You, me, I. Alright, look. What's this? I don't know. Oh, it's the pad. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, no, I don't want to touch it. I didn't get no dang handicap thing. You know what? I think everything that has a glass top on it should come with the freaking protective gear. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Something, you know, so you don't smear up the top and scratch up and everything. You know what I mean? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Look, I'll take a picture. Oh, the battery's dead. Dang it, gotta charge it. Shoot. I should have thought of that before I opened it. Well, heck, we can't demonstrate what it does or what it looks like and all that until I charge the mug. Alright, so my battery went dead a while ago. But since then, I went ahead and hooked up the Wii U. And here's my follow-up to it. I got it sitting here. Here's my Xbox 360 Splinter Cell Conviction Edition and my original model PS3 60 gig, but I've upgraded it to 1 terabyte storage. I got a fan underneath it. I got a desktop fan underneath that. Both of these have cooler fans behind them to go to them. I got my PS2 right here. Got my Xbox right here. Got my location-free player right there. But let's talk about the Wii U. Follow-up. I'm very disappointed with my because I had overwhelming zeal and expectations for the Wii U when I bought it. I was thinking, oh great, you know, I could do surround sound and all that, you know. You know, like with Wii U games, and I figured it could play DTS and Dolby Digital. I thought it would play Blu-rays and DVDs and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't need any of that because I got the PS3. You know, it plays Blu-rays, it plays you know, DVDs. It does. It's got all these expansion ports for the memory card. Just got USB, so it reads, you know, AVI media. You watch whatever. You do whatever you want on PS3. It's even got SPDIF for surround sound out. You just got a digital optical link output for 5.1 surround sound. Now let's get to the Wii U. This is supposed to be next gen, but you're telling me for $360 or however much you're selling it for now. I got the Zombie U Deluxe edition, came to almost $400. You're telling me for all that you ain't gonna have DVD support, you ain't gonna have DTS. Oh yeah, by the way, this thing does not support DTS surround sound. It does not support Dolby Digital surround sound. So games that are on PS3 and 360 that support Dolby Digital and DTS 5.1 surround sound audio, kiss it goodbye on the Wii U. Now I'm hearing that the Wii U does support its own proprietary 5.1 surround sound, but it only uses HDMI to do it, and I haven't been able to tap into it yet because I don't have a coaxial. I don't even know if I can get into it. What my plan was, I was going to use a HDMI to my TV and use coaxial out from my TV to my receiver. But I'm not even going to mess with that right now. I'll just leave that as a future hope it works kind of thing. But I'm just very disappointed because not only did I learn that this doesn't have surround sound, native surround sound that everything else has been using, DTS, you know, because I guess Nintendo was too cheap to pay the license fees for that. They took it a step further and killed it again for me. I like this thing because if you notice, I like backwards compatibility, right? So I got the PS3 full backwards compatibility, you know, with PS2 and PS1. Well, I like the Wii U because it has backwards compatible with the Wii, right? Well, get this. It's backwards compatible with the Wii, but it has two major drawbacks that I can't stand and I don't like it. Drawback number one. It scratches. No, don't scratch nothing, but it takes away the surround sound for original Wii games. Original Wii games could use Dolby Pro Logic, a proprietary surround sound method for Dolby Pro Logic. Same thing PS2 does. It would take a game and it would give it 5.1 surround sound. It was native to that, and it worked well. I liked it. It was pretty cool. But for some reason, I guess Nintendo was too lazy to even pay the fees for their old Pro Logic stuff that was made specifically for the Wii. So what we get in surround sound for the Wii on the so we get practically an upscaled 720p game on the Wii U, but the audio is dropped to 2-channel stereo. Is that crap or what? I mean that doesn't make any sense. I mean that's like the Xbox 360 when it came out saying it's going to be backwards compatible, but it's going to be half-assed backwards compatible, and only a handful of games will work without issues. Well, the Wii backwards compatibility took another hit. The Wii backwards compatibility on the Wii U, you cannot use the Wii U controllers on Wiis. You cannot use the Wii U touchpad on Wiis. The Pro controller you cannot use on Wii. So for Wii games, you can only use Wii motes. You can only, you only use those that will go to it. You can't use the. So you gotta swap controllers. And another thing that's stupid is that whenever you put this thing in Wii mode, it resets and it turns it into a Wii. I mean, it's like, what? Why does it gotta reset? I mean, come on, man, just play the damn shit. But other than that, there's one more thing that was a drawback for me that really disappointing me. Oh yeah, it supports 720p. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it'll upscale Wii games to 720p. But guess what? It smushes them down to 4:3, and it doesn't give you the option to change the video format. Like, but good thing my TV has a stretch mode, a 4:3 mode, a 16:9 mode, a zoom mode, and all that crap. Good thing I can format it on my TV. But this automatically smushes to a little rectangle your Wii games, which are made for the square. You know, they're made for the 4:3 format, not 16:9, 4:3. So the Wii U, yeah, it upscales them, but smash, squishes them down to there. So it's like, man, oh, I can't believe it. I like my Wii U for its pluses and its potential. And the pluses are it takes these old PS3 games and 360 games so far, like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, or Batman Arkham Asylum, or the latest Deus Ex, Human Revolution, and it takes say Darksiders 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted, and it adds exclusive features, and I like that. It adds exclusive features. But it's not comparable to a PS3 to me. I mean, if I was going to buy a base console right now for my entertainment, and I only had money for one, I'm sorry to say that I would only buy a PS3. I'd say slim or super slim. Hell, I'd even go online and buy an old 60 gig Model 1 for full price and send it into Sony to get refurbished before I'd buy a new generation console, because I want the full package. I want the full package, and for me the full package is the original PS3, because it does it all. I mean, but even the slim models of PS3 and stuff have a has Dolby Digital and DTS and DVD support and Blu-ray playback and all that, but this don't. But I still like this, but I'm disappointed with the results that I got. But, what can you do? Alright, see you later. Alright, well, here's my final thoughts on the Wii U, and here's the deal. I like it for its potential. It definitely has potential. And what I said earlier about this thing here, the cradle, it does not use standard USB. It uses its own proprietary wannabe USB connection. But it is pretty cool. The controller itself, the Wii U gamepad, very effective, very comfortable. Here's the Pro controller. The Pro controller practically takes what the best of PS3 and the best of Xbox 360, puts it all together in one deal, except it doesn't have concave buttons like 360, which everybody prefers. It does, however, use USB, mini USB, which is a plus, so you can charge it with any USB. Has 80 hours of power battery life, which is a plus. Now, I'm going to end this video on the potential of this thing and one reason why I bought it. Let's put it this way. Every port, they say every port that goes from the old consoles to this is the ultimate version. I can't disagree with that. But they also say it's the ultimate version. I do disagree with that. They say that the Human Revolution is the ultimate version on the Wii U. Well, let me just say, if it's on PC, it has stereoscopic 3D. The Wii U version is not better because the Wii U does not have stereoscopic 3D support yet, which drives me crazy because they have the 3DS and it's 3D. So why wouldn't they have stereoscopic 3D support with the Wii U? And plus I want that. Now let me segue into the potential. Since that being said, let me say I want this to play 3DS games and I want this to play DS games. And let's look back in history. Super Nintendo had the Super Game Boy player. It played Game Boy games, and it added color to them, and some games even added enhancements. Skip the Nintendo 64, didn't have a Game Boy player on it, well, that I know of in America. Had one in Japan maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, going to Nintendo Wii, or Nintendo GameCube, and it has a Super Game Boy player that plays not only Game Boy, but Game Boy Color, and not only plays those two games, consoles games, but also plays Game Boy Advance games. But what else did it do? It upscaled and smoothed the old 8-bit Game Boy and Game Boy Color games and Game Boy Advance games and made them look sharper and better, or made them look more HD to me. More to everybody. It made them look better on HD TV. Now, with that said, Nintendo Wii comes around, just like Nintendo 64. Got skipped. No add-on. Well, now is their chance just to add an add-on. The add-on we want to play 3DS and Nintendo DS. And I bet they'll pull some cheap crap. I bet they'll come out with a DS version first that plays only DS games, and if it's successful, they'll come out with 3DS. But I want them to do 3DS too. They said that the Wii U can do 3D, but there's nothing out right now that says so. I hope they do, and they let us play the 3DS games on this with 3D support. And even if it don't have 3D support, I'll settle. I don't care. I want to play those little tiny games on a big screen. I mean, it's practically GameCube games anyway. Nintendo 64 games. You know, Nintendo DS is a Nintendo 64 in your hand. That's the DS. I can play DS on a big screen. I played my 64 on a big screen. The 3DS is practically a GameCube, and a Wii or GameCube. I can play GameCube on a big screen, so let me play those little handheld exclusive games on my big screen, and that's where this baby has a potential for, and that's the sole purpose of me buying it. Not only that, but the fact that it upscales, you know, original Wii games into 720p. But if you have a TV like I do, that you can change the format from a squished 16:9 to a stretched 4:3, then you're set. You have 480p on those old Wii games and stuff like that. So, you know, that's a plus. So, flaws, like I say, it don't have no SPDF or digital coax out, so you don't get 5.1 surround sound unless you got HDMI. And it doesn't use DTS or Dolby Digital. It does do surround sound for select games on the Wii U, for the Wii U, like say Zombie U and all those. They do have options in the game for proprietary 5.1 surround sound, which I've heard sounds pretty dang good, but I can't test it right now. And I like surround sound for games like that. Like I just found out yesterday on the Xbox 360, the Doom on Xbox 360 has 5.1 surround sound. The original freaking Doom. I cannot believe it. I've still got to test to see if the PS3 BFG edition has surround sound. But yeah, man, you can hear demons coming up from behind you and stuff, man. Once you have surround sound, you don't want to go back. And that's what this thing's doing. That's my disappointment. It's going back in time. It's like, I can't believe it not only doesn't support DTS or Dolby Digital, it cut the Pro Logic away from the Wii games. Oh, that's crazy. The Nintendo Wii takes a stereo signal, the original Wii, and it matrixed and worked. The games matrixed it to have 6 speaker sound. That's 5.1 sound. That's one subwoofer and 4 speakers, left, front, left, right, back, left, right. This, whenever you play Wii games on it, I've heard that it cancels out the back speakers and the subwoofer, and it only gives you stereo. And everybody's saying it's because Nintendo didn't want to pay Pro Logic to incorporate the Pro Logic encoding for those Wii games. So not only does it go cheap and not play DVDs, go cheap, not play Blu-ray movies, it only plays Blu-ray video games. It plays Wii games, but not in surround sound. And they're squished. You got to stretch them. But let me end on a positive note. The positive note is it has promise. The promise is that it does have an exclusive Wiimote controller or Wii U pad that does pretty cool things. And the browser on this thing is by far the best browser on any handheld phone. You name it, best browser. Best browser. Has best browser. Faster, fastest, best. Not only has the best browser, you could be watching YouTube on your TV through this browser and then be searching for more stuff on your Wii pad. And that's awesome. And I love how you can mess around with the Wii pad and be on a totally different channel. And your Wii be on, you know, it's awesome. It does have its pluses. And let's end on a high note. Let's go for the potential that this sucker might be the next gen console that has backwards compatibility with Nintendo's 3DS and DS.